can we truly understand the fundamental nature of consciousness? Imagine trying to explain what it feels like to see the color red or to taste sweetness. These personal experiences are what we call consciousness. It is the way we are aware of ourselves and the world around us. But can we really understand what consciousness is at its core? That question has puzzled scientists and philosophers for centuries. Consciousness is often described as subjective experience. It's not just about what happens in the brain, but how we personally experience those events. For example, when you feel happy or sad, that's consciousness in action. But explaining why these feelings happen from a physical point of view is very tricky. There are two main ideas about what consciousness might be. One is called physicalism. It suggests that consciousness comes entirely from physical processes in the brain. Everything we experience is the result of neurons firing and chemical signals. The other idea is called idealism. It argues that consciousness is the primary reality. The physical world depends on consciousness, not the other way around. Scientists have come up with different theories to try to explain consciousness. One is called integrated information theory. It says consciousness depends on how well information is combined within a system. If the information is highly integrated, the system is likely conscious. Another theory is global workspace theory. It suggests that when different parts of the brain share information widely, that creates conscious awareness. There are also higher-order theories. These propose that consciousness depends on the brain's ability to think about its own thoughts. If the brain can representing its own states, then we become aware of those states. Then there are predictive processing models. These see the brain as constantly predicting what will happen next based on past experiences. Consciousness, in this view, is the brain's way of interpreting sensory inputs to make sense of the world. Even with all these ideas, a big question remains. Why does subjective experience, what it feels like, exist at all? This is called the hard problem of consciousness. It's the hardest part to explain because it involves personal experience that can't be measured directly. Some researchers believe consciousness might be a fundamental part of the universe, like space or time. Others think that current scientific tools and ideas might not be enough to fully understand it. Since consciousness is about first-person experience, it's hard to study objectively. Understanding consciousness has many practical uses. It can help improve treatments for brain injuries and mental health issues. It also influences how we think about artificial intelligence and whether machines could ever be truly conscious. In the end, even with all the progress in neuroscience and psychology, the core nature of consciousness remains a mystery. It's a question that keeps inspiring curiosity and pushes us to learn more about ourselves and the universe we live in.